for a change, I might try to do a video with different parts of my ride today or over the next few days. So I'm in between, I'm just getting into the Waikato region in New Zealand, going between a beautiful area called Miranda down to Matamata, which people outside of Aotearoa, New Zealand know for Hobbiton. And normally I'd be on a rail trail the whole way, but the rail trail is mostly flooded. I'll be able to pick it up later. So instead, I'm taking these beautiful country roads that are just totally empty and lovely. I think there might be some stretches where I have to take little turns on more main roads, but right now I've just been cruising along without a car in sight for several kilometers, and it's just lovely. I'll turn the camera around and give you a picture of the scene. There we go. Yeah, just a gorgeous, cloudy start to the day. All right, more later. Well, hello again. I'm getting close to Te Aroha, and I managed to get on a little section of the rail trail, the Hauraki Rail Trail, which is lovely. Much of it is definitely underwater. I can see that when I was on sections of the road that run parallel, but this section is not. And I just actually ran into a cyclist coming from this direction, from the other direction, who confirmed that I could ride the whole remainder of this route without getting underwater. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. A little more slow going, but much more scenic and without cars. So I'll turn the camera around and give a quick view. Okay, that's it for now. More later. Hello from Te Aroha. I made it on the last 10K of the rail trail here. And I think I'm going to be able to carry on with the rail trail most of the way from here to Matamata. But I stopped at the countdown here in Te Aroha because I had sent myself some brighter rain gear. The jacket I was wearing the other day was very visible, but it's a windbreaker, and so I got myself a very visible rain jacket and had it sent here to Te Aroha's mail collection point with NZ Post, which is the countdown in Te Aroha. And it was really cool to just go in there and pick it up. So feeling very, very happy about that, and excited to carry on my way. All right, more later, maybe from Matamata or somewhere between here and there. Okay, bye. Well, I made it to Matamata, which is where the Hobbiton movie set is just outside of, and they have a whole Hobbiton theme. Like, this is the information site behind me that's like a Hobbit-shaped, Hobbit-friendly building. Yeah, that was a really enjoyable ride on the rail trail. For any Kiwis who are watching this, you probably are way ahead of me. I'm sure I'm just late to the party, but these rail trails, I knew about the Otago one, and I'd heard about the Hauraki one. There's so many more. They're all so lovely. That was just the most enjoyable ride, like along the gravel rail trail, free from cars, with little bathroom stops along the way. It was very lovely. I'd really like to come back and do the section that I couldn't because it was flooded. Anyway, that was a great day. I'm currently debating whether I want to stay here or carry on another, I don't know, 10 or 20 kilometers to the next stretch. There's tons of places to stay here. And traffic's beginning to pick up because it's 4 o'clock and people are leaving work. But it's been a really flat, really easy ride, and I know that the next stretch is going to get really hilly and tough. So I'm thinking about carrying on, and I'm going to make that decision before I call it quits for the day. But yeah, this is Matamata. For those of you who haven't been here before, I'll do another camera flip before I pause. Here we go. There's no leaning. little electronics store. I'm in a little park behind the information site, which is in this building. And then there's all sorts of shops and stuff over here. It's become quite a busy little town thanks to Hobbiton and the Hobbit. Beforehand, it was really a farming area with a much smaller village. So, let's see, I don't know if you can see the Welcome to Hobbiton sign in the background, but there we go. All right, well, that's it from me. Probably do one more video before I sign off for today once I decide where I'm going and what I'm doing. But what a lovely ride that was. Super flat, really beautiful, cloudy but not rainy, which for me was the best because it just means you're shielded from the sun but not getting pelted with rain. So that was a really, really enjoyable day. Okay, more later. Bye. Well, it hasn't been very long since I took that last video just down the street at the information site here in Matamata. But as I began to look at the guidebooks and the maps and was debating how far I might carry on if I were to keep going, it just started to rain and the traffic was picking up and I was about to have like 20 kilometers of highway cycling. And so I decided to call it and check myself into this wonderful little motel. The Broadway Motel or Broadway Motel recommended by the Kennett brothers in their guidebook, which is great. They are very familiar with the tour and very happy for me to just roll on in with the bike, wet and everything. So bike's there right behind me. And, just really happy to call it a day and go get some delicious food and maybe a beer here in Matamata. There's tons of great restaurants and bars, and try to psych myself up for tomorrow, which I think is going to be a really tough day of some really massive hills. The next few days actually are. So I'm glad to have had such a lovely flat ride today, which it was 100 kilometers, but it felt really easy, which I can't believe I'm saying. But it was really flat and I was lucky to have very little wind or a tailwind for most of it. So I'll take it, and I'm sure I have some much tougher rides in store the next few days. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope it was fun to watch this version of my little update. I might try to keep doing this kind of one along the way because I'm sure it's more interesting. And thank you again for all the support and encouragement. This trip and adventure has definitely been a learning journey so far, and I'm really excited to see where it goes next. So thanks, and more soon. Bye.